Some of you are struggling to get booked in the education market, not because you don't have a good message, but because you don't truly understand the market. Some of you might have been educators. So you're like, Jared, I think I understand the market. I've worked in education for 15 years. You know one side of it. And you're tired. You're tired of speakers coming in, making 1/4 of your salary in a day. I know that has to suck. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to be a speaker. I have all of this knowledge. And you start calling schools and you find out that it's just not that easy. So today I'm going to shift your perspective. If you're willing to hear me out for about 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the education market from a speaker's point of view. Now, why education? Why should you listen to me, right? I'm not a teacher. I'm not an educator. Well, I've been speaking in schools for the past 15 years. I have spoken in over 1,000 different schools across the country. I'm only 30 years old. So I've seen a lot of changes in education. I've seen budgets come and budgets go. I've seen priorities shift and change. And the truth is, the education market is very profitable for a speaker because the education system is outdated. So there's a lot of outside information outside of the public school system that the kids truly need. And the educators do value financial literacy being one of those things, mental health being one of those things. Like schools still don't have a mental health class, even though we use our brain for literally everything. So since the system is so broken and outdated, there is this huge need for outside education sources such as ourselves. So that's why the education market. Now, today I have 3 core teaching points, 3 perspective shifts that I want to talk to you about that'll change the way you think about the education market, so it'll change the way that you approach it with your message. Core teaching point number 1, schools by outcomes. Kind of what I just said. There is a lot of outcomes that the public education system does not create for their students or their staff. There is a lot of things that just do not get taught in schools. I mean, we could make a list of hundreds of them right now. I used to have a podcast years ago called What I Wasn't Taught, and I would get experts on and they would tell me a list of things for hours that they never learned in school that made them successful today as an entrepreneur. So there's so much here. There's so many outcomes. And that's why there's so many different budgets that the schools can pull from to pay you. So what you need to understand is that nobody is going to pay you for your motivational story beyond $1,500. Speakers come to me all the time. They're like, Jared, I just have a motivational story and people pay me all the time. Like, how much are you getting paid? Caps out at about $1,500. After $1,500, you're going to have to do more than motivate. You're going to have to educate. You're going to have to actually show someone how to get an outcome. So right now, I want you to think about your story and I want you to see, is there any outcomes tied to it? If not, then good. We understand that now. So we can start to build in some framework or an outcome is positioned at the end of your presentation. So that way you can say that you fix an actual problem when you're presenting to a decision maker. So you're not just going to a principal now saying, book me because I help kids follow their dreams. You say, hey, book me because I help with chronic absenteeism. When kids feel like they're valued, seen, and heard, they actually show up to school. When school's a safe place, they feel safe, they feel seen, they feel heard, they show up. And then now you have an actual ROI because schools get paid per student that comes to school. If the kids don't come to school, the school starts losing funding. So you get to show them how if they book you, they'll actually be able to turn a profit. They'll actually make more money. Schools are still businesses at the end of the day. So I really want you to think about that example when you're trying to tie your story to an outcome. What can I present to a decision maker to show them that if they book me, there's going to be this outcome that could lead to better test scores, that could lead to kids showing up, that could lead to less fights, less bullying, whatever it may be. Student leadership, taking ownership and initiative. Tie your story to an outcome. Next thing. The decision maker is not always a fan of yours. So the person that you're talking to specifically might not be a big fan of public speakers in general. You are going to have to convince them that you are different. I can't tell you how many principals we've sat on calls with that they're basically sitting there the whole time like this, like, convince me. Because they've seen speaker come and speaker go, and they've seen culture and climate not change one bit. So you have to come with a unique plan and a position and a perspective to show them how you are going to be different. What we do at the Culture Shift Tour is we let the students run our sessions. I'm not going to give away all my sauce on this call, but if you're in our school community, then you can ask me any of these questions on Monday and I'll give it to y'all. But what I'm saying is we have a unique position that our program brings that is different. And when I tell a decision maker about it and I explain it to him or her, I literally see them open up. Arms come unfolded, they start to lean forward because this is different, it's fresh, it's new. That's what I need you to think about when you're positioning yourself within these schools. I don't want you to be talking about just resilience. I can't tell you how many speakers I ask, what do you talk about? Oh, resilience. Resilience is a part of everybody's story. We all have to be resilient. What is the true outcome that you bring? What is the different perspective that you bring? How am I going to make a decision maker a fan of mine? The best way to do this is to be yourself, to be truly authentic and actually help the decision maker when you are on the call with them specifically. What I mean by that is don't sit on this call and be salesy. Be on this call and be serving. Be serving them right then on the call. Whether they work with you or not, I want them to leave that call with some value that when they hang up the phone, they're like, wow, I just learned something from being on a 15-minute call with this guy. I could only imagine if I brought him in person. Like, I want you to bring value to the call. Always bring value. That's the point of these videos right here. I work hard on these videos. My kids are in there screaming and stuff. I have to get the kids out. I have to restart like several times. And it takes me hours and hours and hours just to make one of these videos. But I do it because I'm bringing free value to a community of speakers like myself. Some speakers that I know were like me when I was starting out, had zero help, zero funding. And so a lot of these videos I put up for free on YouTube. And I do that because honestly, I know these people will probably never work with us at Speakhive. Some of them will just watch our videos, get free value, do their own thing. But I remember what it was like to be one of those speakers that had nothing and nobody was in my corner and nobody was helping me. I had no information, no knowledge, no motivation. I didn't have it. And so I'm truly here to bring value first. Now, some people are going to be like, hey, look, these videos are amazing. I've learned a lot just from watching your free YouTube videos. I can only imagine what it would be like to actually work with you. And then they become clients and they'll get even more knowledge and even more results. It's the same process with you as a speaker. When you get on that discovery call, I want you to give away so much free value that when they get off that call, they feel like they owe you. I want you to watch this video and get so much free value that when you get done with this video, you like, comment, subscribe, and share this bad boy because you're like, you know what? I owe this man. He just changed my whole perspective of the education market. I mean, I really want you to feel that way. So I'm going to give my all on this video, just like you should give your all on every call that you take. And if you do that, I promise you, you will make these decision makers fans of yours. All right, moving on. Number 3. Education runs on cycles. They don't think yearly, they think semester. And so first semester will have its own budget. Second semester has its own budgets renewing. Pretty much every quarter there's a new budget renewing. And that's the best part about education. It's not like a business or a company where they're trying to spend all their money at the end of the year for tax write-offs or whatever. And so you have to hit it really, really hard in December. Education, man, you can just keep doing outreach all year long. There's schools that go all year long. There's summer conferences. There's STUCO conferences. There's teacher staff conferences. There's everything, man. There's something always happening. The opportunities are endless is what I'm saying. And that's why I love education. So let's just recap real quick before we go down to the call to action. First of all, I chose education because I love working with youth. It is so rewarding. I have 15 years underneath my belt. Schools by outcomes. That's the first thing you need to remember. So when you look over your message, make sure that it is tied to an outcome. The decision maker is not always your fan. So your first goal is to make the decision maker your fan. Your first goal is not to book the gig. Some of you getting on calls and you're so money driven that you're just trying to get the gig. You're thinking about the audience and the stage. First, you need to think about the decision maker. For the love of God, think about the decision maker. Value their values, figure out them as your ideal client profile, understand them inside and out, speak to them, serve them, help them, make them fans of yours. That's how you're going to win. And finally, number 3, education runs on cycles, so you get to do outreach all year long. That's unique. That's not in every single industry. That is why I love the education market. If you use Speakhive, then you know we're running your campaigns for you. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you don't use Speakhive yet, the link is down below in the description. Now, it is time for the call to action. The call to action is I want you to write out one clear sentence that explains the problem you help schools solve. One clear sentence. And I want that to be the header of your website. I want people to go to your website and see that right away. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to mine. If you go to my Instagram, @JaredScottLive, you will see that mine is helping schools shift the school culture from the inside out. And then underneath that's a little subtag. It says Jared Scott is international speaker and creator of the Culture Shift Framework. So it's showing that I'm not just a speaker. I'm someone coming to teach a framework. Creator of the Culture Shift Framework with over 15 years of experience working in more than 1,000 schools. Credibility, social proof, all that's within the header. They see that within the first 5 seconds of coming to my website or coming to my Instagram. I got it pinned up there at the top. So it just screams expert, just screams social proof, screams you can trust me. So I need you to create your sentence, and I want you to put it on all your branding, your EPK, your website, your Instagram. I want it everywhere. I help schools do X, Y, Z, whatever it is that you do and how you do it. I use this framework. I do this or through this method, whatever it is that you create that creates and generates outcomes. All right, that's it for today's video. If you're watching this within school, there is a resource link down below for you to download. If you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, you don't get the resource. But if you want to become a part of our school community, you can click that link down below, book a call, speak to our team, and become a part of the Speakhive.